Call of the Wild has added yet another new cosmetics pack that you can get for free by playing the game before January 8th. And of course, it is New Year themed, which I think is fitting because this is the last hunt before the new year. Tomorrow's video will be the Trophy Lodge tour, and then we'll be into 2024. So we've got a New Year cosmetics themed loadout. We've got the 303 with the new silver metal, which is almost like a stainless steel. I've been wanting a stainless steel for forever. And the new material, it's a confetti material, and I think they're going for like confetti compressed into a stock. So pretty cool on that. We also have the 223 with that same metal and one of the New Year sprays. I decided to go with the AR-22 to see what this spray would look like. And then finally, the New Year's premium wrap on our 12 gauge, the fireworks wrap. It actually looks pretty darn cool, and I figure we're on Revontuli coast. Probably the weapon we'll use most is our 12 gauge, so we should see plenty of that. And with this being our last hunt of the year, I figure one last opportunity to maybe add something to the Trophy Lodge. Why not go to a map that is produced time and time again? That's no way. I thought that looked really light in color. I'm not even sure what it's called. Molting, maybe? Now that's a rare mountain hare. And wouldn't it be the day that we've got our 12 gauge wrapped in the fireworks wrap? Okay, gotta make sure we're into a decent range to take that. Gonna go ahead and blast it before it gets too far away. That's insane. So it's a level 1 male, therefore no chance of being a gold. But one of the coolest and probably rarest things we've shot on Revontuli coast. I mean, look at that. It essentially looks like a piebald. And yeah, Molting is the name of the variant. That is so cool. We've not spent a ton of time actually hunting for mountain hare. Primarily, they're just opportunity kills, and this one, probably even more so than both of our diamonds, is about as rare as they get. 3.16, of course, like I said, no chance at gold. 4.4 would be the requirement. We may have to make yet another exception. We just did it. Over on Mississippi, we had a silver albino raccoon that we added to the lodge. I bet we can find an old diamond European rabbit or something to take down in favor of that. What a way to start this hunt. By the way, there's a very much common mountain hare straight across this lake. That's another level 1 male, and just for the heck of it, it's about 300 meters exactly. With the Argus scope, that would be about there. Oh, hit just a little high. That got him. And we might as well just work our way around and hunt whatever might be in between here and there. And I guess maybe he came out after we shot, because where did we kill the mountain hare at? Maybe we were far enough away. There's a really nice moose in there. I'm almost sure that's a 4. 227 to 281. So he's got the same rack as what I think was our first diamond moose on the new system, which was just barely a level 4 diamond. And the way things are going right now, I wouldn't be terribly shocked if he makes it. So we're going to see if we can get that. And I think our other mountain hares just up here in front of us should be actually right about where we want to stand to take the shot. We're into about 150. Actually, our mountain hare's laying right there, but let's go ahead. Drop that in there with the 303. Is he going to dive in the water? He is not, so we get to run our way around. Little common mountain hare that time, trying to hide from us. 3.39 for him. Let's see, we already got a rare mountain hare. What is that moose going to be? The one thing I noticed that it may help us, he's kind of uneven. This paddle sort of flares backwards, and it may just increase the spread a little bit. He's going to be a 270 gold. So no complaints here. We already had a trophy from this lake, but not a bad way to start. And we definitely wouldn't have gotten him if we didn't shoot the other mountain hare across the lake. Going to claim it is what allowed us to spot him. And it looks like we've officially met the requirement for a hunt on Revontuli. Got an aggressive capercaillie, and although I'd like to use the 12 gauge, I'm not sure how much we'll actually use the 22 today, so I want to at least fire it once. And we've got a 4.18 scoring capercaillie right in front of us. Why not take it with the 22? So we're actually working our way east. I want to pass through the swamp here. It's moose drink time. Who knows what might be standing out there. We're going to go through there, and then I definitely want to get down south and just be in those areas where we could be encountering waterfowl, raccoon dogs, lots of lynx, whitetail, and stuff like that down there. So as we move down through, as we're kind of doing right now as well, we should get plenty of opportunities to encounter that kind of stuff. I think that's probably the best box, so might as well go ahead and drop that with the 303. And that'll bring us right into the swamp. Was that a blonde? I guess so. Wait. Okay. Level 3 moose, level 2 capercaillie. That's yeah, just a blonde or something. It looked really light in color. Anyway, a 190 silver whitetail and a whole bunch of confusion to go with it. And actually, we might as well go ahead and get that brown bear. Now, blonde is just an uncommon, but they do look pretty good. And it's a little easier to take that down with the 303 than it was to take down the diamond that we had. I think it was our last hunt with the 6.5 of all things. So just gonna be a silver. Oh, that was the gold variant. I think that's also uncommon. I'm actually not sure where gold falls into that. Considering how infrequently we seem to encounter them, I'm guessing it's uncommon, but we actually don't shoot many brown bears anymore. If it's a 7, 8, or 9, sure, we'll probably take it out. Otherwise, a lot of times we just kind of let them go. Either way, just a nice little bonus kill, and based on the moose that we're seeing around here, that may be the only thing we actually shoot in this swamp. Well, I was hoping to maybe find a bigger one, but I've been waiting to use the 223 this entire time, and I think this 6 to 8 kilo level 5 raccoon dog will be a good thing to at least get us started with this. That was kind of the reason I wanted to get down here. Raccoon dogs and lynx are super plentiful in this area, and I do like this combination. I don't even remember the name of the spray that we used, but that, combined with the New Year's silver medal, it makes for a pretty nice looking gun. So, looks like we sent a moose running out of there, but our first raccoon dog of the hunt is going to be a level 5, just a 6.65 silver. Got him to the left lung with the 223, and the reason I chose the 223 is I find it's a really good gun for these types of combinations. You got the metal that's going to kind of contrast with the spray. I just really like the look of it and finally got to use it. Well, what do you know? I believe that's another gold brown bear, this time a level 7, so perhaps they're actually not even uncommon. Did that actually drop into the heart, or did we get a neck shot? I feel like we aimed too high. Either way, second brown bear drop with the 303, and at least this one's definitely going to be a gold. Not the fur type, but the metal. With all the new cosmetics coming out as of late and the new materials and metals, if we ever get a gold medal, trying to take a gold with a gold gun is something we should definitely do. But 25.21, that was a heart shot. Definitely lucked into that, not gonna lie, but gold indeed, 376 kilo on the dot. And that is not something I expected to run into down here, but we will absolutely take it. Well, this is just about the inverse of how this normally happens. Got a max weight estimate lynx, just for whatever reason, running right to us. We must have spooked it. And the only place it can go is across in between the water here. So, now we've gotten a raccoon dog and a lynx, and there's just ptarmigan and stuff flying everywhere. Hopefully we get an opportunity to maybe take a couple of those, and perhaps they'll even fly past us, because we haven't gotten as much use out of the 12 gauge as expected. It's getting kind of late here, about 18:30, but maybe if we just continue down here, and a 25.65 by the way for that guy, we might start to run into a couple more ptarmigan. We'll probably get up back by the road. Maybe we can get a flock or two to fly our way. This might work. The weird thing is the ptarmigan are running two completely different directions, so we'll follow the level 2, and maybe see where he's gonna flush to. Actually, he's going about the worst direction I can imagine. Third shot finally got him, and I actually think he was the only one that flew that way. That's gotta be a flock that maybe there's been some other ones taken from earlier in this hunt. That or two random solos that were side by side, but that seems pretty unlikely. Little 615 silver for that. One pellet hit him, and apparently he broke his leg based on that, but kind of worked to get up here to the road, and I think that's what we'll do. We'll maybe see if we can find a couple more ptarmigan, and as we're running along, maybe we run into something else too. Well, we've reached the point where we're hunting with the headlamp, and yet again, I think we've got a solo ptarmigan here. There's two tracks. Oh, there's another willow ptarmigan there. How in the world? I guess it was a little bit too low. Pretty sure we got it that time. And no clue where the other one got to. So I guess the positive on that one was we did end up shooting it out of the air. That was the bicolor variation, a nice 764. Not too bad. And we'll see, maybe we can find one more thing. Got a moose down there, but not a very impressive one. I do see, I think that's a ptarmigan down there. That's a nervous level 2. Maybe we can get up there and try to get that. I honestly don't remember if that's the one. It might be, but it turns out it's really hard to see when it gets dark, so I completely lost track of it. And did we spot it? I think we did. So the fact that it's the active track doesn't really tell us anything. That 659 estimate, I do think, is what we saw liver shot at. Liver shot birds are not things we see very often, I don't feel like. But go figure, our one trophy today was the very first kill of the hunt. But it's one of our best ever, and I think it's one that's going to find its way into the Trophy Lodge and should be in tomorrow's Trophy Lodge tour. Maybe the best news of this video is the fact that I'm pretty sure we only have one diamond European rabbit left in this lodge, and looking at things to remove, I think this white gold willow ptarmigan is probably our best bet. I guess that's kind of a rare, but we've shot quite a few of them. Molting mountain hares, to my knowledge, are so much more rare, and quite frankly, a lot cooler looking. So we're going to get a nice pose for that. We'll probably do the inverse there. Looks pretty good. And we may eventually move that out a little bit closer to the front of the lodge because, as I said, pretty significant kill. A couple of Revontuli kills here. We got the Molting Mountain Hare. I think both of these. Yeah, the melanistic lynx was while doing the raccoon dog grind. And then the big piebald was maybe from multiplayer, but definitely on a Revontuli hunt up in the mountains. Anyway. Pretty cool to add one final thing to the lodge here for 2023. Got to use the New Year's cosmetics. And tomorrow, we'll be right back in here taking a look at that mountain hare and everything we've got in this trophy lodge. All the new additions, all that good stuff. Very much looking forward to that. The video is probably going to be close to an hour. They have just gotten longer and longer over the years. I don't think that'll be any exception. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video. So as always, thank you guys for watching. And I'll see you next time.